Welcome back to my series of 200 ultra hard PMP practice questions. I'm Andrew Ramdiel, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at questions 151 to 160. I am the author of the world's best-selling PMP book, PMP Exam Prep Simplified, and I'm also the creator of Udemy's best-selling course with over 370,000 enrollments for the PMP exam. Combined, I've helped over 500,000 students. Now, I'm going to be reading the questions, and I'm going to answer it right away. The moment you see the question, pause it on your screen, and then you can answer it, then see how I answer it, and see how you do. Let's get started. All right, question 151. A project manager is leading the development of a new public library. During the planning phase, it comes to light that the library's proposed location is a popular site for an annual book fair, which was not considered in the initial consultations. The oversight raises concern about the fair's future on libraries' community relations. What should the project manager do to ensure the project aligns with community interests and maintains positive relations? A. Redesign the library layout to include a dedicated space for the annual book fair without additional speaker input. Organize a discussion forum with book organizers and community members to explore how the library project can accommodate the fair. Prepare a risk management plan specifically for mitigating the backlash from the book fair enthusiasts. Suggest relocating the book fair to a less central but still accessible location without consulting the event organizers. This question plays the game of engaging stakeholders. A project manager should not be modifying or editing the scope without consulting your stakeholders, and that makes it one good answer, which is B. Here's why. You see, in A, you as the project manager, you're just redesigning the space just like that without their input. So is D. You're just moving things. You're doing things without consulting the event organizers. No. What you want to do is you want to bring your stakeholders together so they can work together and come up with a scope or a solution that best matches their requirements. Prepare a risk management plan. In this one, you're doing nothing. In this one, you're basically proceeding and you're saying, well, if there's a backlash, we'll deal with it at some point. So in this one here, you're taking no actions, not the best answer. All right, best answer here is going to be B. 152. As the project manager for a software development project, you're informed that due to budget reallocations, several developers will be reassigned to other projects. Create an unease amongst your team about project timelines and their roles. What should the project manager do first? Implement a revised project schedule that accelerates timelines to demonstrate the project can proceed without additional resources. Facilitate a session to discuss the reassignments, emphasizing the strategic vision and how team contributions are critical to both the project and broader company objectives. Introduce a mentorship program, pairing remaining team members with experienced mentors to bolster confidence and skill sets in light of reduced staffing levels. Sorry guys, a lot of big words here. Launch a cross-training initiatives to diversify the skill sets of remaining team members, ensuring the project's critical functions are covered. Now, this is pretty common, especially in today's world, where all of a sudden they may cut budgets or reduce your budgets, and other team members, or particularly good team members, may have to be reassigned to other projects. What do you do? Well, you notice this question is, what do you do first? And one of the first things you do is to assess the situation, understand what's happening in light of what's budget cuts or people leaving, things like that. Notice B, C, and D takes an action. In this one, you shouldn't just revise a schedule like that. That will require generally some kind of change request. This is a mentorship program. This is a cross-training program. In these here, you're probably going to do these later. I would do B. Let's understand. Let's do a discussion to understand what these reassignment means, how it affects the projects, how it affects the company's objective. Let's do that first. Maybe then we can do a mentorship program and or a cross-training program. So remember, on this exam, watch that keyword. What should you do first? What should you do next? 153. During the implementation phase of a citywide public transportation improvement project, a city council member requests a specialized update that goes beyond the scope of regular briefing provided to the public and city officials. Okay. The team utilizes advanced simulation software and traffic flow analysis to plan and monitor progress. What should the project manager do? Provide a tutorial on how to interpret the simulation software results. Invite the council member to a workshop on traffic flow analysis techniques using the project. Engage directly with the council member to clarify what specific data or insights are needed. Compile a comprehensive report using data from both simulation software and traffic analysis. Okay, best answer here, guys, is going to be, by the way, before I give it to you, remember, what do you do next? What do you do first is going to help determine the answer of C. You see, before taking this action, before giving them something, meet with them, ask them, when do you want it? How would you like it in, like what format? Who should be giving it to you? What time of day? In what setting would you like to get this? Basically, you're building that communication management plan. You notice A, B, and D is giving them the data. In A, what are you doing? You're giving them a tutorial. You're telling them to come to the workshop. You're giving them a report. In this one here, let's clarify exactly what they want. Pinpoint the specific of what they want, and then you can better give them what they want. So first clarify what they need. 154. Following a critical review session of healthcare software project, a project manager notes that the output of one software engineer is not up to the project standards. What is the most appropriate form of communication for the project manager to utilize in addressing the software engineer's performance concerns? Send a group email highlighting the importance of meeting project standards without naming individuals. Schedule a one-on-one meeting to discuss the performance issues and development plan. All right. Issue a formal performance improvement plan through the company's HR system. Okay. Initiate a team-wide meeting to discuss project standards and individual contributions collectively. All right. Best answer here, guys, is, did you guys get that? 101. Here's why. Anytime you have a problem on a project where it deals with one person, a stakeholder, a senior manager, a sponsor, a team member, it's just one person. This person is causing chaos. This person needs more information. This person has particular concerns. The best thing to do is don't do it in front of people. Deal with that person right on. So what are we going to do? We're going to schedule a one-on-one meeting. We're going to discuss the performance issues and come up with a plan of how to fix it. We don't want to do this in a group setting. It's one person that's having some of the problems. So the best way to deal with this one person is going to be to ensure that you meet with this person, see what the problem is, and solve it instead of bringing the team all in it. So remember that tip for your tests. 155. Leading a software development agile project for a multinational corporation, a project manager faces the challenge of managing a team spread across multiple time zones. Common nowadays, right, guys? The project manager has previously encountered issues with such teams regarding inconsistent work quality and missed deadline. What action should the project manager take to ensure high quality deliverables and adherence to the timeline? Initiative frequent virtual stand-ups to clarify project goals, synchronize team efforts, and address any issues. Okay. Develop a comprehensive training program on time management and productivity tools. Distribute a detailed weekly template for members to fill out, summarizing their progress. Organize a quarterly in-person meetup for team building and detailed project reviews. Best answer here, guys, is going to be A. This is correct. First of all, you should be doing a virtual stand-up meetings on a daily basis. This is an agile project. I wouldn't do weekly or quarterly because quarterly may be too long, maybe too far apart. Weekly may or may not be too long or too short apart from their updates. But as as an agile project, the best answer here is to do a stand-up meeting. You should be doing that anyhow. Notice a training on time management. This is a decent answer. I thought A and B's were good answer. And productivity tools for all members. But the best thing here is just to fix the problem, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that everybody understands their goals here. And the best answer is to do a frequent daily stand-up meeting. Best answer was A. 156. A project manager is tasked with launching a new drug product, which requires adherence to stringent health and safety regulations. It's critical for the launch to comply with these regulations to avoid penalties and ensure public safety. What should the project manager do next to guarantee compliance with these regulations? Arrange for regular training sessions on regulatory compliance for the team. All right. Assess and document the potential compliance risks related to health and safety. Okay. Implement a quality control system to continuously monitor the product against safety standards. Organize a consultation with legal experts specialized in regulations to review project alignment. This was a tough question. Almost all of these answers were pretty much correct. Best answer here is going to be to assess it. That's correct. Notice, what should you do next? Assess and document potential compliance risks. That's the next thing you want to do here. Notice, you want to make sure that you stay to it. It's critical to comply. Well, what happens if you don't comply? Because you want to avoid these penalties, right? And ensure public safety. What should you be doing? Well, the best thing here is to document potential compliance risks related to safety. Put that in the plan because it's from looking at the risks, then you can understand, okay, this is how it can affect the schedule. This is how it can affect public safety. This is how it can affect the budget. This is how it can affect the scope. Arrange for regular training. Let's do B then A. So we'll do, remember, it's what should you do next. Organize a consultation with legal experts. So let's understand how it affects the project first. Implement a quality control. This is something you're going to implement later on, not right now. Best answer was B. 157. During the critical testing phase of an enterprise software upgrade, the project manager identifies that testing is significantly behind schedule, posing a risk to the planned go-live date. What should the project manager do first? Now you notice the project this year identified testing is significantly behind. What should you do? Escalate to the company's executive management. All right. Conduct a detailed session with the team to pinpoint causes for the delay. All right. Seek additional funding to contract external testing services to catch up. Implement overtime hours for the testing team. This one here, if you follow along what I was saying at the beginning of this video, what you do first, don't take an action right away. Let's go ahead and do a detailed session with the team. Let's go in there and pinpoint what's causing this delay, and then we can go ahead and fix it. You never want to escalate project problems, especially to senior management. The company's executive management is there to make decisions, not to help you manage your project. Seek additional funding? Not yet. Understand how it affects the project. Don't implement overtime. One of the things we want to resist on this exam is implementation of overtime. Or implementing overtime can overwork your team members, causing a significant drop in productivity and overall quality of deliverables. 158. During the construction phase of a new city park, conflicts have emerged between the landscape designers and environmental consultants over the choice of plant species and their environmental impact. What are the two most effective actions for the project manager to take first to resolve these conflicts? Select 2. Delay any decisions on plant species until further research can be conducted. Okay. Organize individual meetings with landscape designers and environmental consultants to understand each group's concern. Initiate a workshop with all stakeholders to democratically vote on the species selection. Escalate the issue to the City Council for final decision to avoid further delay. Conduct private target discussions with key representatives from both sides to find a middle ground. All right, what answers did you get? The best answer here I have is going to be B. You want to bring them together, right? You want to understand what's going on. So the first thing I want to do is let's do individual meetings with the designers. Let's understand what's going on, understand their concerns. Then what we want to do is we want to conduct private targeted discussions with the representative from both sides to find that middle ground. So in the first one, you meet them, you meet the designers, you meet the consultants. Then the next thing, you bring them together and see if there's a middle ground. Hopefully we can solve the problem. You don't want to escalate it, not yet. All right. You don't want to escalate this. You have to try to solve the problem. Now, before you do a workshop to vote on the planned species, understand, is there a middle ground? And never delay anything. Delay any decision until further research can be done. No, let's work together and fix it. Just don't push it off. Don't kick the can down the road is what I generally say when answering. If you ever see a choice that looks like it's going to kick the can down the road, it's probably not the answer. 159. During a critical software implementation project, the project manager identifies a significant slowdown in the integration phase, attributed to the team's unfamiliarity with the new software's API. This issue threatens to delay project milestones. What should the project manager do first to address the team's skill gap without rising the budget? Initiate a collaborative problem-solving meeting to identify alternatives, integration strategies, or solutions. Okay. Delegate the integration task to a more experienced team within the organization, reducing the learning curve. All right. Invest in fast-track external training program, specifically focus on the new software's API. Hire an external consultant with expertise in the software to lead the integration phase and train the team. Read the question carefully. You notice I highlight this. Without rising the budget. So that means you could have eliminated two choices, right? This here will definitely rise the budget. This here will rise the budget. And this here gives away the work, right? So B gives away the work. The best thing here, the best answer, although it's not the greatest answer ever, the best answer here, is there any alternative integration strategies or solutions we can go with? We don't have much choice because we cannot rise the budget as per the question. Making A the best answer. Did you guys enjoy this video? If you did, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. 160. During the planning of a new development project, a recently enacted zoning law changes the permissible building heights within the project's area. The project team has been informed of this change. What is the most effective course of action for the project manager to take? Proceed with planning until the legal department informs you to update the plan. Update the project documentation to reflect change in the zoning law's impact on the scope. Okay. Schedule a meeting with local government officials to seek exceptions for the current project. Consult with legal counsel to understand the implementation of zoning law change on the project. Best answer here. This is a trick question, by the way. Best answer here, guys, is going to be B. Why is that? Well, let's put it to you guys this way. They're still in planning. I want to point that out. They're still in planning. And once you're in planning, you don't need a change request to update the scope or anything like that. And if something is a law, you have to do it. Notice this isn't an active law. By not doing it, you're breaking the law, making this a better answer. Proceed with planning until you already know the plan has to change. You don't need an exception because it's a law now. The other good answer was D. Consult with legal counsel to understand this thing on the zoning law change to the project. But you already know that the height cannot be done. So you already know the impact of it. So now you just need to reassess your plan. Notice, document the changes and document the impact on the entire thing. One of the things you have to remember about law is if something is a law, you have to get it done. It can be the best answer. And that, guys, is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you like questions like this, check the link below for the TIA exam simulator, where we have much more questions like this, nearly 1,000 questions now. Just like this, over 400 of them have video explanations in them. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out the links below for the exam simulator and, of course, my 35-hour course. And with that in mind, guys, I am out, and I'll see you in the next video.